So last time, Rick and I did the top 10 things we find cute that girls are insecure about. This time, we're gonna think back on our lives and run down 10 instances where girls did us dirty.
Man. You know what's great about this though? Just from reading the title, so many of my past ladies are going to watch this video all the way just to see if the shitty things they did makes the cut. You're gonna get so many more views because of that.
Is that many? Shit.
It's a lot.
So in high school, there was this pretty short black girl that I had like a super crush on. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. So we had our little flirty situation, and then one day I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make her my girlfriend, okay? And we had a cool like couple days, kissing, making out a little bit, and then one day she was like, so how old were you when you lost your virginity? I'm like, well actually, I'm still a virgin. And this is my junior year, you know what I'm saying? And she was a senior.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And there's nothing wrong with that. She was a senior, and I was like, maybe you could help me out in that department, right? So she's kind of like, oh, wow, okay, wow, all right. Literally, like a couple days later, she wrote me this long ass letter talking about, you know what? I talked to my grandma and I realized since I'm graduating this year, it's not fair to you to get in this relationship with you, and I don't know what the future holds. But like, you had no issue 2 days ago, you know what I'm saying? So she totally just dumped me because I had virgin dick.
That's a terrible thing to get dumped for.
Yeah, because you think like, you know, I'm in high school, I'm like, I'm about to get it in. I finally got a girlfriend, but...
She said, no experience, no you.
Yeah, like a job and shit.
So my very first girlfriend, right? First girl where I can remember like asking, do you want to be my girlfriend? All of that, right?
Age?
8th grade, 7th grade,
Okay.
7th grade. No, 6th grade.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, 6th grade. No, 7th.
Okay.
Sorry. 7th grade. Well, first of all, I had a giant crush on her since right away. She was just bad. A week into it, she called me, because this is back when people still called, and very nonchalant was like, guess what? I gotta break up with you.
Damn.
Guess what? I gotta break up with you.
Hey, guess what?
It was, her voice was very light. Like, guess what? I gotta break up with you. So I'm like, I'm thinking she's joking. I'm like, what? Turns out her cousin started dating a dude who had a cousin for her cousin.
Oh, it was a deal compensation situation.
And what the deciding factors was, he had braids. I did not have braids.
Damn.
And he was in the gang.
Oh.
I was not in the gang. So I just wasn't cool enough for this girl.
And gang members were super cool when we were growing up.
They were the cool ones back then. So yeah. So you got dumped for never humping. I got dumped for not being a
For never thugging.
Yeah.
Shit. Back in high school, there was this beautiful Mexican girl in my Spanish class. She was one of these Mexicans that dyed her hair blonde. You know who I'm talking about. And I had the biggest crush on this girl, okay? She sat in front of me in Spanish. She would help me learn my Spanish words, right? She was short, she had ass. It was amazing, all right? Like, we would always just kind of flirt. It was nothing serious. We would flirt. She was on and off with this Samoan dude that went to my high school. Now, this Samoan dude was like the AC Slater of my high school, you know what I'm saying?
Do they know who AC Slater is?
If you don't know who AC Slater is, he was the super cool buff guy with the Jerry curl on Saved by the Bell, alright?
Do they know what Saved by the Bell is? He's a young ass crowd.
Okay.
Mario Lopez.
Mario
They know
Lopez.
Mario Lopez.
Alright. So this Samoan dude was cool as shit. He was buff, he had cool hair. So she was on and off with this guy. And then she would always kind of use me to get him jealous, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would notice she would be way more flirty with me when they were having like just a not good time, right?
Yeah.
So I would take the bus home, and there was a time during my junior year, her senior year, she had a car. She was one of the seniors with the cars. So she would drive by, see me at the bus stop, pick me up, take me home. I felt cool as shit in front of all the other kids that was at the bus stop. You know what I'm saying? Sexy ass girl rolls up in her dope ass car, picking me up, taking me home, right? It's fucking tight. So one day, I'm at the bus stop chilling, it's hot. I see her car rolling up. I'm like, all right, suckers, right? She is not slowing down. I'm like, and I see in the passenger seat, Samoan dude is in the car. They're back on, and she was like, just gonna keep on pushing and ignore me, right? I'm hurt. The next day, I'm like, what, y'all back together or something? She's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, damn, man, you can't even, that's fucked up.
Super.
So that's that.
Yeah. To backtrack quickly, the first girl I talked about, the one who dumped me because I wasn't a thug, funny story, like a couple of days ago, my Uber driver was her sexier older sister. I was so tempted to just shoot my shot just because.
Just to get some revenge.
Yeah, just like, but I ain't do it because her older sister mean as hell. She was when we was a kid, she was mean as my Uber driver too, goddamn. Alright.
She was like, no, I can't hang you no aux cord.
She was like, drive through. This is not a drive through car, this is an Uber. I was like, damn, alright, whatever. Met this girl on Twitter. Bad, you know what I'm talking about. Right? She was cool to talk to, a little younger than I would want in a girl. So nothing ever got serious. So in her defense, we were not talking like that. There's just a lot of flirting going on, a lot of nakedness on her part being seen and shown. That was freaking awesome. But she had a lot of stuff going on in her life, negative stuff. And she roped me in and I started caring. Not about her as like, oh, that's my chick, but just caring like, fuck, this is going on in your life, that sucks. Whatever I can do to help, I got you, right? So there was one day in particular where she basically kind of texted me on some like cry for help type shit. Like, as she was gonna harm herself. Let's just say that.
And mind you, this was not a catfish situation. Not a FaceTime.
Yeah, like this was the actual person, not a catfish. Seen her nakedness with her face on video, live or whatever. But yeah, so she sends me this text, sounding like she was gonna harm herself. So I was doing something, so I got it like an hour late. So I replied like, yo, don't even joke like that. And she didn't reply. I'm like, shit. So like hours go by, me just constantly trying to hit her up and I'm getting no reply. So I'm fucking digging through her ats and shit, like trying to find people that she might know in real life. I'm hitting up these people I don't even know, like, yo, what's going on? Have you heard from her? Blah, blah, blah. So everybody's kind of like freaking out because apparently she sent a bunch of other people
similar
the same thing, right? So I was like, that's a little weird, but whatever. So, I think hours and hours later, she hits me up. She took a bunch of sleeping pills or some shit like that and was asleep for a really long time.
Shit.
That's some scary sounding shit, right?
Yeah.
But whatever, you know what I'm saying? We talked, I gave her a little pep talk, try to get her through it. Then the next day, like, things were back to normal, so I thought. So I hit her up and she reads my text, doesn't reply. So I'm like, alright, well, she probably still tripping on whatever she was tripping the other day. Let me just let her be. But she's on Twitter just happy as I don't know what. Whatever. I text her again, read, doesn't reply. I'm like, ooh, what'd I do? So I'm chilling on Twitter again. And she's now on Twitter bragging about how she met this dude and he's so sexy, this and that, and she's gonna wife him up or some shit like that. So long story short, even though it was already long, after all this caring I did for this heifer, as soon as she met some light-skinned dude, she just completely stopped talking to me as a friend, as a nude provider, as anything. It's like, yo, what kind of shit is that?
Just used you for the emotional, temporary company.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care, but you could have just stopped with the nudes or something, or tell me like, hey, I'm kind of dating somebody now. I can't really be talking to you like that because you see my titties. That would have been easier, but no.
It's cut and dry.
Stupid apple.
When I was working at Foot Locker, there was this beautiful girl that came in. She was half Mexican, half black. She came in, all I seen was like her little curls from the back and just like ass, right? I'm like, I need to get this girl's number, right? Go up to her, I'm trying to help her find some Pumas or whatever she was looking for. I get her number and like we're texting, we're flirting, and like it was so dope. It was so dope. I'm like hitting it off with this girl, right? She's like telling me that, you know, she's doing shit like she's Googling facts about Thailand so she can know more about me, shit like that. It was mad sweet, right? And I was super inexperienced at this point. I had only ever like smashed once my whole life. She came over.
Wait, one time? Or
one
girl?
time. Because that first one was only. Yeah.
Okay.
So she came through, man, and she.
Sorry.
We're kissing and shit. She's like, "You ready?" I'm like, "For what?" She crawls on top, gets on top of my, you know, she inserts me for some intercourse, right? And I bust so fast, like 2 strokes in, and I bust, right? And she's like, "That's it?" I'm like, "Huh?" She's like, "That was like 2 seconds. Oh my God." She's going in on me, and I'm like, yo, this is only my second time ever having sex. You know, you so bad, I couldn't help it. And you so tight. It's like I just couldn't. I'm sorry. She's like, "Oh my God." She was pissed. Alright? Not only that, right? Because in my head, I'm like, shit, alright, you know, I'm about to get into a relationship with this girl. Like, I'm feeling it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have more opportunities. Then she's like, "I have something to tell you." One day, she calls me up. She's like, I have a boyfriend. And I was like, what? I was heartbroken, bro, because I was so sprung. I wrote a song about this girl. It was a good one, too. So she told me she had a man, and I was like, yo, I don't care. Dump him. I don't care. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. She's like, "No, I'm sorry, I can't." And that was that.
I just want to punch. Something, I don't know what, but
Not women.
yeah, no, not the way.
What's up, y'all? I hope you're enjoying the list so far. I'm actually in New York right now shooting a brand new season, Wild 'N Out, so I'm gonna actually upload and put up the rest of the list later this week. But if you like the video, it was brought to you by DraftKings.com, and if you like fantasy sports, DraftKings.com is the destination for 1 week fantasy sports. I mean, you just pick your contest, you pick your players, and you follow the action live. There are no season-long commitments. It's like a brand new season every time you play. You can choose from a variety of sports, but golf is about to get popping next week. The first golf major of 2017 is next week, so DraftKings is hosting a free fantasy golf contest with $100,000 in total prizes up for grabs, alright? Just pick 6 golfers before the tournament tees off next week on April 5th, and you can rack up points for streaks, per hole performance, tournament finishes, and more. Get free entry into the $100,000 fantasy golf contest with my promo code TIMDLG at DraftKings.com. Alright? I'm gonna get some sleep, and thanks for watching. Peace.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Thank you. King shit.